Windows Remote Desktop. How to untrap keyboard. I have two monitors, with a full-screen remote desktop session running on one of them, and regular Windows programs running on the other. When one of the other programs have focus, I can Alt+Tab between the windows normally, and one of the choices that I can Alt+Tab to is the remote desktop. Once I switch to the remote desktop, the keyboard is trapped by the remote desktop, so that further Alt+Tab switch between the programs open in the remote desktop. Is there a keyboard shortcut that untraps the keyboard while the remote desktop has the focus, so that a subsequent Alt+Tab will switch to one of the programs on my other monitor? I am used to VirtualBox virtual machines where there is a key, usually right control, which does precisely that, i.e. untraps the keyboard from the VM.
When full screen and set active, there is no way to untrap keys. However, based on your comments on the other answer, if you just want a plain keyboard-only method of getting out of remote desktop, try the following. Press Ctrl plus Alt plus pause/break. This will take you out of full screen mode and untrap the keys, meaning you can do Alt plus Tab. To get back to full screen mode, simply do the same shortcut.
Since I had the same problem and read these answers, I must add my solution. Maybe it helps someone else. I wanted to press Ctrl plus Alt plus pause/break but accidentally hit press Ctrl plus Alt plus home. I found that this moves the focus out of the maximized window to the title bar, and after that Alt plus Tab is working. Think this is slightly more handy.
Like Bertram said, Ctrl plus Alt plus Home gives focus to the title bar so that things like Alt plus Tab go to the local desktop. I've further found that hitting Escape gives focus back to the remote desktop. On Windows 10, I didn't have the timeout problem that Johnny-O reported.
Before connecting to the remote computer, you can change in the properties, local sources, to never send keyboard shortcuts to the remote PC. By default it's set to only when in full screen. When set to local, certain keyboard shortcuts that are different than what you normally use become active. Alt-Tab becomes Alt-Page-Up. Ctrl-Alt-Del becomes Ctrl-Alt-End. Microsoft documentation about this.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.